What's going on, everybody? Joel here with We Shop Local Fort Wayne. And today I have with me Angela from Fort Wayne Chocolate Fountain. Angela, how are you?
Hi, Jill. I'm well, thank you.
Yeah, thanks for doing this. So basically, we're here to learn a little bit about your business and what's going on right now with everything being so weird. So first
Right.
off, let's learn a little bit about you. So are you an iPhone or an Android user?
I'm an iPhone.
iPhone. Why iPhone?
Well, it's a joke in our family because I got an iPhone and then my husband upgraded and ended up with Android. And of course, he thinks I should switch, which I won't. So
Fair
he
enough.
said his hands are too big to handle an iPhone. So I'm like, I don't care. I've got my iPhone. I'm happy.
Okay. Yeah, I'm iPhone too. It's just easier.
hmm I don't want to
So
learn. I've got
yeah,
enough.
yep. We got enough to worry about, right?
Right.
So do you love to win or hate to lose?
I love to win.
Okay.
Again, that's a husband thing. I'm more about just trying to get out there and be the best version of myself, be the best that I can be with what I can do. I'm a pretty gracious loser when it happens, but I really fight and work. I'm very motivated. I have a pretty long to-do list on a regular basis, on a daily basis. So I'm much more of a love to win.
Awesome. Now, do you attribute most of your success to luck or more to skill?
Skill.
Skill.
Definitely. I'm fortunate that I started the company and it kind of fell in my lap and I was at the right place at the right time with the right people. But I've also honed the skill to develop it, to make the connections, to make sure that I can continue to put myself out there, to meet with the right people and find the right people to grow.
Awesome. Great answer.
Thank you.
So, let's learn a little bit about your business. Tell us how you got started. Just give us the background, what you do, everything.
Sure. Okay. So how I started was it truly fell in my lap. I have a social work degree. And I had a case management job with the severely mentally ill population for a really long time that I loved. And I had a client that I worked with long term, and his sister had started the Louisville Chocolate Fountain. And she would call me, she would check on him and have a relationship with him, but she would also call me like once a month and just check in and make sure he was telling her about what was really going on, if there was anything that she was missing. And so during those conversations, she and I developed quite a relationship. And her brother, my client, unfortunately passed away. And when she came home and we had his funeral, she said she really wanted me to consider doing something different. And she would start me as my own company here in Fort Wayne, to which I laughed very, very hard and said, absolutely not, crazy lady. I am not an entrepreneur. I'm a social worker by trade. There is absolutely zero way I could be a businesswoman. I will give away the farm if anybody asks, because that's who I am. And she said, I just want you to think on it. I just want you to pray on it and talk to me later. And so I prayed for a year. And my husband and my father kept kind of coaxing me to try it and to get out there and do it. And finally, after a year, I decided to go ahead and move forward. And that was 2007. So 2008 was when we got started. And so we've been around for quite a while now.
Awesome. That's
Yeah,
fantastic.
thank you.
So, what all do you do? Do you do certain events? Like where do you like to, what do you do exactly?
Absolutely. So what our primary focus, well, we actually have two arms of the company. The chocolate fountains have been what we started with 11 years ago. It's what got us kind of in front of people and got us moving. And so it's essentially catering of the best kind because it involves chocolate. So we set up the displays and they're fully serviced and fully staffed. So during a party, such as a wedding reception, a corporate event, client appreciation, any type of event like that, where you typically have a dessert of some sort, presumably a cake or cupcakes or something like that, we bring in a complete chocolate fountain display We make our own chocolate. It's really quite good. We've developed that recipe ourselves. We do milk, white, and dark chocolate. We have over 30 things to dip. And as the customer, you would pick your favorites. We'd bring all those things, and then we'd set up the display and we serve it. So no one touches anything. There's no dirt. There's no germs. There's no grime. There's no kids putting their faces in it, drunk bridesmaids putting their heads in it. That doesn't happen with us because we're there the whole time making sure that it doesn't happen. So we were kind of COVID friendly before COVID was a thing. We've always been very protective of the process, making sure that it just stays continually sanitary and neat and beautiful. 5 years ago, we had a couple who really loved our chocolate, and he called me. His name was Jay. Jay called me on his wife's birthday and said, Angela, I want some of your chocolate for Alyssa's birthday. And I'm like, oh, okay. And I'm trying to think of how I can do this. And he said, do you do like chocolate covered strawberries or anything like that? And I said, well, I haven't. And he said, if you ever do anything like that, call me because I will be your first customer. Alyssa loves your chocolate and I want to do something for her. And so I said, okay, I'll give it a shot. So Carl and I developed boxes of chocolate covered treats. So we've got strawberries, we've got a killer peanut butter ball recipe, homemade peanut butter balls with our chocolate that are just amazing. Pineapple, which white chocolate and pineapple will make you cry. I am not even kidding. It is so good. And cream puffs. Those are incredible. Cream puffs are one of our staples on the fountains. So you can get boxes full of those treats as well. And so that has slowly developed over the last several years. And our customer base with that has grown with corporate gifts. There's certain companies that use us every year for their client Christmas gifts and that kind of thing. So that's been in development over the last 5 years and continues to grow, fortunately. Valentine's Day, we don't breathe. We don't sleep. Valentine's Day is really crazy for us. So we're really fortunate that that's all really developed and gone so well.
Yeah, and that's probably set you up really nicely for what's going on here. You can at least keep that part going.
Yes, absolutely. We were just pretty devastated when this all came down because in 1 week's time, we lost 2 proms and a wedding.
Oh.
And it just really kind of was a real gut punch. We just had no idea what to do. And so we just started promoting the boxes more. And so that is something, you're right. You're exactly right. You hit the nail on the head. It is something we can continue to do. So we can make those boxes. We still have our commercial space that we use, and we can dip all that stuff and send it. So now we have a promotion of free delivery Monday. So every Monday we do offer free delivery on anybody who wants a box for that day. So it's caused us to be more and more creative about things that we can do for clients and in the gift giving and that kind of thing.
Yeah, that's fantastic. And, I was thinking about, you being there to, make sure that everything stays sanitary and clean. Yeah, I've been to so many weddings where, you get so excited to go up and have some chocolate and,
right.
The kids or the crazy people have attacked it, and it's like, okay, well, so much for that now.
Yeah,
so, yeah.
Right. And we've never had an issue with it. Truly, once people say, oh, thank God you're doing it, or we don't have to touch it, or that's a real relief to like a mother of a bride on the wedding day. They just have been dreaming of this day since their child was born. And so now they can have this beautiful, wonderful experience and it not be messy and dirty and ick.
Excellent. So why don't we talk a little bit about current events? So how, we've already talked a little bit about the boxes, but how are you're clearly adapting. How has that gone so far?
We're fortunate in that we are adaptable. I'm so thankful for that groom that started me on down this path 5 years ago of the idea of we can still have a successful business if the fountains aren't running. Because if the fountains were sitting there and not doing anything, that meant we weren't making money. And so now we feel just really fortunate that we can continue to adapt and move forward. So we've developed a concept called the Hump Day Hero. And every Wednesday for the last 3 weeks, we've taken a platter of treats to someone that we refer to as a hero. So the first week it was, oh gosh, where did we go? Oh, a fire station, Laymeyer Road Fire Station. We dropped off a platter with a card saying, thank you so much for all that you're doing. And then, of course, promoted it as much as we could on Fort Wayne to Go and our own platforms as well. And then the second week, we took it to Parkview Randalia's ER. And now talk about trying to deliver something to a hospital right now. It's like lock and key in there. So you have to go through security and, get it to the right people and whatever. But obviously very, very worth it. Last week was the anniversary of my mother's passing. And my mother passed away from ovarian cancer. And she went through treatment for years and years with Fort Wayne Medical Oncology. So they were our Hump Day heroes last Wednesday. Tomorrow we've got somebody planned that we're so excited about. Cannot wait to get them their platter as well. So we're trying really hard to just promote that opportunity to honor someone. And now we're also offering a sponsorship of the Hump Day Hero, where we're going to continue as a company to honor one company every Wednesday, but we're also going to give everyone the opportunity to honor their heroes as well. So we're offering a discounted rate on that platter as well as free delivery. So if you, Joel, wanted to honor where your girlfriend works at, wherever, because they're open 24/7, or she, manages a grocery store or whatever, we would take them a platter from you, thanking them, and we would offer that at a discounted rate.
Awesome. She actually works at Ready Med. I'll have to think about that. She's my wife.
There you go.
I have to see what the rules are, but yeah, hopefully she won't watch this video yet. But so if somebody does want to, do you have that list developed yourself, or can anyone nominate like any, obviously we want to keep it to people who are, our heroes, but how do you nominate somebody?
Yes. So you would contact us either via our Facebook page or our website. And then say that you want to nominate a Hump Day hero. And then we would, if you would give us your contact information, then we could reach out and say, okay, who do you need it for? How many people? And we would go ahead and develop that for you and take care of it.
Awesome.
Yep.
Okay. So, do you have any sort of special offer or any sort of exclusive deal for We Shop Local Fort Wayne for our loyal watchers, I guess you'd call them?
Yes, actually, we are in development right now for those types of deals. So yes, we have that definitely on the horizon. It's not solid at the moment, but we're working on getting that together. So we definitely want to. We've always been shop local. Everyone in the wedding industry, for example, here in Fort Wayne, where we started, where our roots are. Everyone in the wedding industry in Fort Wayne is local and independent. You're the greatest photographers you will ever meet, great cake people, wonderful event centers, DJs. Oh my gosh, the DJs. So they're all local people who have worked really hard to build and to develop their companies right here in Fort Wayne. So we very much feel very strongly that we should continue to give back and to honor each other as we navigate this new normal, this new place that we found ourselves in here.
Yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So, any final thoughts before we wrap up our video today?
We're just so thankful for the opportunity that anyone that can hear about Fort Wayne Chocolate Fountain, it's a big deal to us. We feel like we've been doing this since the day we were born. It's an 11-year-old company, and we've tried really hard to make a space for ourselves here in Fort Wayne, and along the way honor those that are with us, and continue to give back. We have family members who own restaurants and who are entrepreneurs themselves. So we really feel as though we need to huddle together, especially now, and continue to grow. And because it's small businesses that are going to keep the economy going. It's not your big, huge box stores. It's going to be those small people, the small companies that just keep plowing through. We really believe that, and we're just thankful to be a part of the Fort Wayne landscape.
Awesome. Yeah, definitely. So finally, how can anyone get in touch with you?
Absolutely. So we do have a website, which is fortwaynechocolatefountain.com, all spelled out. I do not know what I was thinking when I put it that way. Um, I also, when we cater, we wear white shirts. I, again, don't know what I was thinking. White shirt with chocolate. So FortWayneChocolateFountain.com is our website. We do have a Facebook page, obviously, Fort Wayne Chocolate Fountain. And then my cell, which is 4660990. And people can call me directly to place orders, to nominate a Hump Day hero, to get all those things in place. We'd be happy to take care of those. And we know things are going to open up someday. By golly, if you're planning a Christmas party, anything coming up, holidays, graduations, hopefully, fingers crossed, we're going to get those kids walking across the stage, the ones that have worked so hard. So we love to celebrate any opportunity we have to celebrate, and to know that you as a customer are calling us and saying, I trust you to take care of me on a special day. That's a huge deal to us. We do not take that lightly. So we feel very blessed and very honored that we get to be a part of those big deals to everybody.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for talking with us. It was a pleasure talking to you. To everybody else, look forward to some new interviews real soon. If you like this, you can join our Facebook group, We Shop Local Fort Wayne, and subscribe to our YouTube channel by the same name. We'll have the links below. We'll also have some links below so that you can get some chocolate of your own. And we will talk to you all soon. See ya.